Yo, so Sports Talk Monday. Gotta watch Undisputed. You feel me? I've been meaning to watch all morning, but just so much free agency stuff has happened. I've been doing that literally all morning, but now I finally have gotten a chance. We reacted to all the crazy news today. Josh Jacobs, Packers. Saquon, Eagles. Tony Pollard, Titans. I can't wait to see what they say about Tony Pollard. Christian Wilkins, Raiders. Michael Pittman extended. T. Higgins requested trade. DeAndre Swift, Bears. And Aaron Jones released. So much crazy news. All absolutely insane. It sucks that sports shows today are all in the morning, so none of them really got to talk about it other than speak later, which I'll probably watch all camera, but we'll see what they have to say about Russell Wilson, and maybe I'll watch some sports talk tomorrow, considering they're going to be talking about all the stuff that's happened today. But have reported on everything. So let's see what they have to say a little bit about Russell Wilson going to the Steelers. Okay. Clearly. Seems like it was. Kirk Cousins, Falcons too, by the way. Crazy.
Situation on the sidelines. He can speak to the quarterbacks and defensive players, just like Pete did. This is not Sean Payton. This is not a coach that has such high demand of the quarterback. He played quarterback himself before. Been in these situations, had Drew Brees, just a different mindset as a head coach. Agreed. Where Mike Tomlin is going to talk to him different, going to respect him coming into the building.
Will it work?
Then Sean Payton had respect for him, but Sean Payton also had one eye open, one eye closed. Wasn't going to go all in this situation. Mike Tomlin signed off on him. So the locker room, there won't be any issues because people respect Mike Tomlin. They'll simply say, Coach signed off on him. We're okay with it. Whatever his personality is, we don't worry about it. He's our quarterback. Now, he won't get the starting job just by walking in the building. It'll be an open competition, wink, wink, at the end of the day.
True.
Russell Wilson is better than Kenny Pickett. We all know that.
True. Still be a competition, though, for sure.
He's the starting quarterback. They got him on the cheap.
For sure.
Think about it. They've gone out and got Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith has success with Ryan Tannehill back in 2019. Okay, Ryan Tannehill comes over from Miami. He was somewhat of a throwaway, similar to Russell Wilson. He goes, Arthur Smith puts in a situation with the two tight ends, a running game, play action pass, a nice defense, and they go on and have success. Now Arthur Smith is in a situation where he wants to erase the memories that people have of him as a head coach in Atlanta this past couple years. Show that he can be an offensive coordinator. Show that he can help the Pittsburgh Steelers win a playoff game, something that they had. I didn't even realize this. They hadn't won a playoff game since 2016. They hadn't won a playoff game since 2016. And they've lost 3 straight since they've in the postseason. When they've gotten there, they've been gone, much like the Dallas Cowboys. They get kicked around and they get sent home a little early. Mike Tomlin now has his quarterback to settle things down. It'll be interesting to see how far he can.
Probably the best offense he could have gone to. Probably the best situation he probably gone to. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make. I don't think he makes them better than the teams like the other teams in the AFC. So let's make him a little better. We'll see. Maybe. Hopefully, he can do something.
That division.
You know.
You look at the quarterbacks. You go.
They have to keep Deontay Johnson and all the weapons there. George Pickens. I guess the 2 running backs. They got to figure out something about that because one of them needs to play more and one of them doesn't.
1 to 10, I will cap mine at 10. But
trade one. Why not? Why not trade one?
If you want to go 15 or 20, God bless you. This is an all-time steal of a deal. They're paying,
they're paying nothing.
$38 million of this.
Yeah.
It only costs Pittsburgh $1.2 million.
That's crazy.
The veteran minimum.
That's
crazy,
to get
a quarterback who's been to 9 Pro Bowls and 2 Super Bowls and very, very nearly won both of them.
That's crazy.
We know what happened.
For 1.2
you can make the case, but Russ made a nice throw. It was the all-time greatest break on the ball I've ever seen by Malcolm Butler, but it came that close to winning that Super Bowl. You got that, and I'm going to put in front of his age 35, I'm going to put an only 35, because in this age we live in, after what we saw Tom Brady do at 45, after what we now see LeBron doing at 39, after, heck, for what we see Aaron Rodgers do at 39, I'm going to put an only in front of 35. He's only 35 years of age.
He's 35 years young.
You're on the downside.
100%.
He could
He's very
still
young.
be in his
He's still got a
prime
lot
at
left.
age 35. And
You can just tell because, I mean, the way he played with the Broncos.
The worst possible
Definitely the year
situation,
before,
because
but-
you know Sean, I know Sean, he, as you point out, he coaches the quarterback hard. And he could coach Drew Brees hard because Drew Brees was really good and tough-minded and ate it up, the hard coaching, and lived up to it and thrived under it. All of a sudden...
But he also,
yeah,
he also brought Drew Brees to
he did, and it was his guy.
It was his guy. It's
Okay,
different,
all right,
different.
And it's huge. This was not Sean's guy. And there are parts of Russ's personality that can be off-putting, that can rub you the wrong way. You can think, well, he's a phony or he's insincere or whatever you want to think of him, because he is cliche-ridden and he's a little corny, and it's let's ride Bronco country, and somehow it didn't click because he was making so much money, and Sean wanted more that Russ wasn't able to give him, and it degenerated into the ugliest sideline incident I think I've ever seen between a coach and a quarterback. And it gives me creeps to even look at it now. It gives me bad chills because it was so ugly.
Let's not talk about Sean Payton. Let's talk about him being on the Steelers.
Somewhat were forced into taking him because they needed a quarterback, because Ben was at the end, he was done. They needed a quarterback in the stadium. You understand the weather. You somewhat understand the Pittsburgh Steelers culture. But in the end, he's just not good enough.
Just not.
Trubisky, Kenny Pickett, it's just been like a hell of a running backs. They got some receivers.
They got
they got guys on the defensive side of the ball. And it's not a wide open style offense that they're going to run under Arthur Smith. It's just not. And I think Russ will be able to handle that to perfection. A lot what he did early in his career in Seattle.
Well, I agree with you. But don't underestimate Mike Tomlin. If Russ has a hot hand, Mike will okay or green light throwing the football, because listen, Roethlisberger, they used to throw up more than anybody.
They don't have Antonio Brown, buddy.
They throw 50 passes a game.
No problem at all throwing
They don't have
50
Antonio
balls
Brown,
a game when it calls for that. But it's not something that they are going to go into a game plan saying. You got to also know who Mike Tomlin is, where he started his professional coaching career under Coach Tony Dungy. And what does Dungy want to do? He want to do Dungy ball. You know, he's run, kick a field goal, run, kick a field goal. If we win 9-3, so be it. And that's Mike Tomlin.
A receiver on that team.
Yeah, it's just
and that doesn't fly for you, right?
It doesn't matter. I was the one getting the touches, so it's okay.
You got a ring because of it.
Yeah, well, we threw the ball a little bit more. We threw the ball a little bit more in crucial situations. It just was a different mindset. But Mike Tomlin has the mindset of running the football, okay, allowing my quarterback to do certain things and not lose the football game, but help us win it by protecting the football and not giving it away to the other team. If you look at Russ's numbers from last year, his numbers wasn't god-awful. They were fine. If, in fact, Pittsburgh gets what Russ did for Denver last year in their quarterback play skip, they're going to make some noise in the AFC. If he just do exactly what he did in Denver with that football team in Pittsburgh, we'll be talking about the Steelers late in January.
Yeah.
I do think the Steelers have a better offense. It's not that far, though. I mean, they have Cortland starting the Broncos. Other than that, Steelers better everywhere. Running backs, receivers.
It's got to be the best quarterback division in football.
Yeah, probably better.
Right?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, Lamar, Russell, Watson.
It was the West, but no, he's out of the West now. The Raiders doesn't have a quarterback. Yeah, it is, because the AFC East there's nothing in New England. Let's see what New England gets. Because Tua, Aaron Rodgers, and Josh Allen, those three are pretty good quarterbacks.
But them, Burrow, Lamar, Watson, and Rosen, I'll probably still give it to them. I think this is the best division in football. I said that last year. It still stands to be. I said that last year, and I was 100% right going into the year. And I think, again, that this year, they're going to be the best division in football, no doubt.